Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's wonderful session. Today we are going to talk on a topic that says your decision, your choices, your consequence, your reality. You see, your decisions, your choices, your consequence, your reality. You see, in life, we are often placed with a choice. That is the gift that was granted unto man, that we have choices. We need to make choices. We know life is difficult in different scenarios, but the choices you make will determine your reality and what you face. Now let's take this instance. A man who decides to plant maize, is going to harvest maize. He's not going to harvest rice. You cannot plant maize and expect to harvest rice. Neither can you plant yam and expect to harvest potatoes. It is impossible. Whatsoever you plant, that is what you will harvest. It is how life is. Now, a man who goes into armed robbery, a man who steals, he knows the consequences of his actions or the consequences of his choices is that he knows he can be killed, he can be shot at his scene of crime. He knows that he is living a life whereby he's watching his back and is running up and down helter-skelter. Now, likewise, the lady who goes into prostitution, once you go into prostitution, you know that, for me to have a man that will get married to me, the chances are slim, except maybe by grace or by mercy, before I can get someone who will get married to me. Diseases and lack of emotional bond. You will lack emotional bond with your supposed spouse or your supposed lover who would come in the future. You have already killed the bond you want to have with this person while going into prostitution. Now, there are advantages and there are disadvantages of everything. You don't just make a choice because of an instant advantage you want to gain. Most times, while making this choice, you have to think of the consequences, because the consequences of this your choice will turn out to be your reality. You won't live in someone else's reality, but rather the reality of your choices you've made in life. You see, our conscious decision in life is like our navigator that navigates us throughout our entire stay on earth. So, if you're making a conscious decision, you have to visualize that, look at these disadvantages of these actions. Look at these disadvantages of my choices. Look at the disadvantages of this thing I am about to do. Forget about the instant gratification. Forget about the instant advantage. You weigh the advantages at this instant, tomorrow, next tomorrow, and so on. So, you see, when you make these choices, you should be able to live according to the consequences of these choices, because they will become your reality. And you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything about it, because these are your reality. Except maybe in between, you finally come to yourself and say, okay, I want to alter this choice consciously. You can't alter the choice by saying it with your lips. You can't just say. There must be a conscious conviction that has come to you. And once this conscious conviction is there, you can make a life-changing choice that will bring a different reality to you. You don't just do it and at the end of the day you stop, you run, or maybe because you want to see people applaud you, that is why you're doing it. No, you're doing it for your reality to change, for your reality to be directed by you. You are the director of your life. You are the director of your life. You've been given this power. You've been given the ability, you'll be given the privilege to make choices that will affect and navigate your life throughout your stay on earth. So the choices we make will turn out to be our reality. So whatsoever choice you want to make in life, you have to weigh them. I'm not telling you not to make a choice or whatever choice you want to make, but when you're making choices, you have to weigh these options. In life, everything is disadvantaged, everything is advantaged. So there are risks and there are comfort in every choices we make. So once you're weighing the risks and the comfort of it, you would know what to do. The risks, when you're weighing these things, you have to weigh them for a very long time, not just a short time. You have to weigh them for a very long time, because this is what will affect your reality. You realize that a very little decision you make today can affect you drastically tomorrow. That is how life is. So when making choices, you have to be conscious about it. Sometimes we just make some erroneous choices, and once we've made some erroneous, life most times is unscripted, but you see, our choices, our deliberate choices are like navigator. They navigate us through life. Likewise, an armor. So we should be very careful of the choices we make. And even while we are choosing our spouses,